NBA trade deadline is officially over, so we're back with some fantasy value. When I tell you, I talked about it in yesterday's video, my phone was blowing all the way up. Volcanic eruptions. Booyaka shot. Over here, over there, ducking like crazy. Woj, Shams, ESPN, Yahoo, all that good stuff. Now, I wanted to jump in to talk about some topics that we're getting in our community, specifically in our Discord community. So the first thing that really people have been talking about is when people don't set their lineup. If you didn't know, this is Believe in Fantasy Basketball. We believe every NBA fan that plays fantasy football should also play fantasy basketball. So what do you do when your league mates don't want to set their lineups? That's the first question, right? This is something that comes up over and over and over again. So I figured in this new format of us filming in the whip, don't worry, I got a mic on, a nice little, hold up, I'll show you that joint for my people who are watching. We got the nice DJI mic, so hopefully the sound is crispy. But this is something that we get all the time. What do you do when your league mates don't set their lineup? So I've faced this challenge before as a league commissioner. I've also been a culprit of this, right? This is something that I've done before. I forgot that it happens, right? The issue is when you have a league mate who does it consistently, specifically a player in the league who's losing. So let's say your man Johnny is like, yo, man, I don't care no more, yo. Like, I don't care because, like, I ain't going to win. I ain't setting my lineups, man. I don't care no more. I don't care. I'm going to lose. So he's a sore loser, first of all. But he's compromising the integrity of your league. Right? So you don't want to be in a situation where on a nightly basis, let me repeat that. Let me try that again. On a weekly basis, any given player in your league gets what we call an easy win. We don't want to give any easy wins because A, people are clawing and fighting and grinding for playoff spots. So imagine if you're in one of the later weeks of the season and this guy, like, he's not setting his lineup, and then the player that is battling you for a playoff spot plays him, and somehow he gets the playoff spot because he beats this guy who's inactive. It's not fair. It's not right. And honestly, it's just whack. It's not the way that the game should be approached. So what do? The first level is to communicate clearly with this person and communicate publicly. So you could send him a direct message, but if you send him a direct message, I would also copy and paste that message and share it in the group chat. If you don't have a group chat, email blast it out through your app. If you use ESPN, Yahoo, if you're on the chats on Sleeper, wherever you play fantasy, on Fantrax, whatever. You don't just want to send it to him. You want to make it very public so that everyone is aware of what is going on. And in the message, you should just say something like, hey, Jimmy, I see that you ain't set your lineups for the last 2 games. I would give him dates. On the 17th and the 18th, you didn't set your lineups, and we just want to make sure this is not a continuous trend because it wouldn't be fair to the league, and you could potentially compromise the integrity of what we're building here. So please, no easy wins, my guy. Set your lineups. He might not set his lineups again. Then I will follow up with another email. So that was one email, right? Then on the second email or the second text, I'll be like, hey, Jimmy, we see that you didn't set your lineup again. Listen, we want you to be a part of this league, but we'd like you to set your lineups. If you don't set your lineups, for the rest of the week, then we're going to try to find a replacement for you. That's the second message, right? Third message, he doesn't set his lineups. I would be like, hey, Jimmy, just letting you know that effective immediately, the league commissioner, so I imagine you'd be the league commissioner, I'm going to let you know I'm going to be co-managing your team with you moving forward until we find a new team manager for your squad. Thank you so much for being a part of the league, but we're going to find someone else that'll be more active. This is all public, right? Now, if Johnny gets salty and he's like drama, like, yo, who the you think you are? Like, you can't do that to me. I'm Johnny. I'm going to set my lineups tonight. Who you own me? You're not trying. Like, it's fantasy. Why you take it so serious? It's not that serious, my guy. Like, come on, man. If he acts like that, even if he's your best friend, boot his ass from the league. Start a new group chat, exclude him from that group chat, boot his ass from the league. Simple and plain, because we don't have time for that, right? So, let's say he does set his lineup after the third message, after you already told him you're going to find somebody else, then I would put him on a probationary kind of deal. I'd be like, hey, Johnny, I see that you set your lineups. I'm going to still co-manage with you to make sure it goes. We're going to hold on finding someone new as long as you can keep this going for the rest of the season. And if he does, then I'll give him his team back, right? So that's the first thing. So make sure if you have someone in your league who's not setting their lineups, you're just not quiet about it. If you guys want to be like that, where it's like, yo, we cool with easy wins, then that's up to you. I would strongly recommend not doing that. The next question we have a lot is, what do you do when someone quits? So I've seen in our Discord, if you want to join the Discord, all you have to do is visit believeinfantasy.com. I've seen in our Discord recently, someone shared a story about a league member in their league who dropped all of their players and quit. And the league manager's like, what the heck do I do? Like, he dropped all of his players and he quit. Early in my days of playing fantasy, I was in a very toxic league. This is like 8-9 years ago. No, it's probably been longer than that now. It's probably been like 13 years. I'm just letting time fly. I stay talking about, hey, I've been playing fantasy for 8-9 years. I say that every year. It's like, yo, it's been years. I'm going to do the math on it. But yeah, I was in a league where similar things were happening. So when he said that, it kind of like triggered something in me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, like I can feel his pain on that joint. Like I remember and I can feel that. So this guy drops all of his players and quits the league, and the league manager wants to know what to do. So if this happens to you, where they drop all of their players, you don't know, what you're going to do, like, what do I do? I'm panicking. There's a game about to start, whatever it is. Even if the game's already started, right? Even if the game's already started, just ate lunch, I got stuff in my teeth. Even if the game's already started, even if people have already grabbed the players off the waiver, suppose you guys didn't have a waiver wire or a waiver period and they were just open and you can grab them. What I would do is I would let the league know, hey, Johnny dropped his whole team and quit the league. Please give me some time to figure this out. So that way, and also tell them, hey, don't pick up any of his players. If people picked up his players, I would go back into the settings and I would put all the players back on his team. Right? If in fact the games went and people got points, I would leave it and just have to leave with it. If you want to go beyond, a step beyond, you can do the math on stuff, but I wouldn't advise that. It'll be okay. This is a rare case, right? So Johnny quits, drops all his players, you put his players back, and then from there, what I would do as a league manager is I would manage the team for him until I find a new person to replace him. And if you need someone to take over a team, the easiest place to go is to join a community. And our community will definitely support you. And again, all you have to do is visit Believe in Fantasy. That's BLEAV infantasy.com, and you can sign up for that. So that was the second thing, if in fact they quit. Now, here's the last one. This is a big one. What do you do when league members are colluding, when they're cheating and trying to make deals with each other that would benefit the other? Especially, this is the worst, y'all. Ugh, like hot dog water. Gross, right? Especially when one of the players is competing, like gonna make the playoffs, has a good chance to win a championship, and the other player is not competing, is out, bottom of the league. Even worse, they best friends, they homeboys, they buddy, right? So that's he invited him to the league. Huh? Can you hear me? You hear me? You feel that? He invited him to the league. He can't play. He at the bottom. The guy who invited him is at the top. And then he gonna offer him, yo, give me the Joker, right? I'm gonna send you Miles Bridges and Kristaps Porzingis. That's okay. That's a fair deal, right? If you want depth. I mean, even mad at that. That's okay, right? How about this? I give you Cam Johnson and Cam Payne. Give me Karl Anthony Towns. What? Where'd he do that at? What part of the game is that? Come on, man. Like, that's what we dealing with out here. If you see some of the trades that we see come through the community, whether it's on TikTok, on Instagram, or in our Discord community, even in the YouTube comments, come on. Like, I don't give a shit, Sue puppy. If people start doing moves like that, kick their ass out the league. I'm sorry. Both of them. Now, how do you do that? So you don't want to be like, hey, you know, you tried to do a sneaky trade with kicking you out. I wouldn't do it like that. I'll be a little more diplomatic than that. So the first step is, as a league commissioner, the deal is going to come to you. So I would veto the deal, first of all. And then I would let him know, hey, and this one I wouldn't do publicly. This is something that's really like, I would be a little more sensitive with this one. I would be like, hey, listen, I saw the deal that you sent through. This is why I vetoed it. Do me a favor. Try not to send, push through these kind of offers. Like, it looks real. I would be really transparent with him. I'll be like, it looks mad shady, my guy. It stinks, right? Dumpster juice. It don't smell nice, right? You need to spray some Old Spice on that shish kebab. It's not good. So let's say this guy does it again. Then I will have the same conversation with him. Then on the third try, I will go public. I'll be like, hey, guys, just to let you know that as you've seen, because this is public, right, when somebody accepts a deal, right? As you've seen, Johnny's back at it again. He sent the third one this season. That's clear collusion with him and his friend Jerem. Jerem. I don't know. It was like a combination between Jeremy and Jim. Jerem. Right? So Johnny's trying to do a deal with Jim. I don't know what's up with all the J's. Anyway, Jalen Green, I did that in another episode. Let me get focused. So he's trying to do a deal with his man. He did twice already. This is the third one. I'm publicly stating that if, in fact, you guys send another deal like this our way, we're going to try to find replacements for both of you. You have to stay diligent with this stuff. If you let your league turn into the Wild West, it will be the Wild West, and it's not fun. As a league manager, a commissioner, it's not fun, yo. I've been there trying to deal with that crap. It's just supposed to be a fun game that we play with our friends, or maybe win some money from some strangers. It's not that serious, really, but you don't want people coming onto the court if they're not playing the game the right way. And last note on trades, please make sure that you do not have league vetoes for your fantasy basketball league. Meaning, guys can't do a trade and then the whole league gets to vote if they're going to veto it. That is not okay. Most platforms give you the option to do that. Do not do it. Most platforms, it's even the default. Don't do it. What you do a commissioner only veto process. You are the only one who should be actually vetoing any trades in fantasy basketball, the league commissioner. Now, I'm sure you have more questions because you're thinking about my league, like it's different. Like we got 13 teams and we got 17 categories. I need help. We give a half a point for triple doubles and 15 points for quadruple doubles. And we got a limit on centers and unlimited guards, whatever. If you need help with your team, your league settings, I want to jump on a phone call with you. Yes, this season I've probably been on the phone with 35 fantasy basketball sickos, fanatics, eat, sleep, shish kebabs. I'm saying real fantasy basketball players. And I want to jump on a call with you. So all you have to do is click the link in the description of this episode, wherever you're watching or listening, and you can join me on Did It. That's DIDIT. Did It is pretty much a one-on-one expert to fantasy basketball manager app where we can talk and I can walk you through how to win your championship. You can even share a screen recording or actually share your screen live, I should say, do a screen share to show me your league. I've helped people like build trade packages, figure out who to grab off of waivers, give them, what players they need to drop, what players they need to add, just all of that good stuff. As we get ready for the playoffs, I want to make sure that you have a fantasy basketball expert in your pocket. I literally can't fit in your pocket, but your phone can fit in your pocket. So if you want to do that, join me on Did It. Or you could just go to your Apple store, go to the Apple App Store and download Did It. That's DIDIT. And you could just send me a message there. I'm really easy to find, Robin Marks. Now that you know what to do, if you have drama in your league, check out our playlist so you can support this channel.